teaching you how to renew your mind. I'm teaching you and me how we can step into this incredible calling on our lives, this incredible purpose, this incredible thing that you can do that no one else can do, okay? So let's talk about another one. Let's talk about the forgiveness mindset. And I'm going to talk about that just not too long, but I'm just going to give you another perspective. We all know the spiritual reasons why we should forgive. I'm not sure if you're aware of the scientific reasons. You know, when someone does something to you, you are in a relationship with them. Whether it's obviously if it's a toxic situation and they do something toxic to you, it's a toxic relationship. But you're in a relationship. You've created a relationship. Now, let me talk for a moment about the concept of relationships. Every single human on this planet is in an entanglement relationship with every other human. As we know, the scriptures say, in him we live, move, and have our being. We are connected. In quantum physics, this principle is called entanglement. Entanglement is one of the primary laws of quantum physics. It's the law of relationship. And it means that when two particles are in a relationship, no matter how far apart they are, they still influence each other. So that is a basic law. We are entangled in the law of love. God is love. And we are literally made of love. Sir Roger Penrose is an Oxford mathematician, one of the greatest mathematicians of the century. And he has shown the mathematical and quantum calculations to show that as humanity, we are literally at our most basic fundamental level, waves of love. So you see us as physical components, cells, structures, cells, down to subatomic particles, down to waves of energy. And we are immersed in waves. And these waves are love waves. He has shown, Sir Roger Penrose, that we are immersed in the wisdom of love and all the ethical values that are associated with the wisdom of love. So we're sitting in potential. We're sitting in phenomenal potential. And as humans, as we think, feel, and choose and use our mind with the correct mindset, and we think, like the adopt a thinker mindset, for example, we can access and learn to access this wisdom of God that is in potential form. I'm pretty much talking about Hebrews 11:1. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not yet seen. We live in substance and evidence of things that we still have the opportunity to actualize. Okay, so when we talk about forgiveness, we are talking about the fact that we are immersed in love and we are entangled in each other's lives. You can never break a love entanglement. You can only grow a love entanglement. But you can break a toxic entanglement because it's abnormal. We are waves of love at our core. We are wired for love, made in the image of God and all that stuff. We know that. So scientifically, we see that we are waves of love. So when we're operating in our correct mindsets and thinking, feeling, and choosing correctly, we are generating waves of love. When we operate in a toxic way, that energy is distorted and becomes a toxic wave. Einstein showed this in his research, how we as humans are constantly emitting a flow of energy. The quality of that energy is determined by your mindset. So if you're in a toxic mindset and you're not functioning like you should, you're generating toxic energy, damaging yourself and damaging relationships. Now, when someone hurts someone else, this is pretty much what's happened. So when we forgive, what we are doing is we are disentangling. We are literally severing physically in the quantum world. We are severing that connection with that other person. So that enables you to heal, because if you're still connected to the source of pain, it's a continual supply of energy, like plugging your computer in or charging your phone. When you keep charging your phone, it keeps getting energy. If you keep on hanging on to the toxicity, you keep giving the toxicity energy. By not forgiving, you have stayed connected to the source of the pain. And it's very difficult for you to physically heal and to get rid of that toxic tree and to eliminate it, which takes time. It takes 63 days. In the third part of my book, Think, Learn, Succeed, I talk about how memory forms and how you can break it down. In my book, Switch on Your Brain, I also show how to break down toxic thoughts. Okay, so forgiveness mindset means you wake up in the morning, you put another net on that Christmas tree, and let's say that these lights are pink. So we've already got our first net on with white lights, which means that we're going to go into the day determined to take at least one 15-minute break in the day where you switch off to the external to switch on to the internal, and try to work towards increasing the time we spend to do that. It also then the second forgiveness mindset, these are not in specific order, I'm just selecting a few, means that as I go into my day, not only am I going to think, but I'm also going to anticipate that I'm going to forgive. So I go in with the attitude of I'm not going to hold anything back, because I know, pretty sure, with about 70% reliability that someone today is going to do something that you're going to need to forgive. So you go into the day already with a forgiveness mindset, so you don't have to go through the whole process of building a toxic thought and then having to go through the process of forgiving it. Just go into the day forgiving. I tell you, it is radically life-changing. Hanging on to toxicity will throw you into toxic stress. Hanging on to being unforgiving is going to decrease, it's going to constrict the blood vessels around your heart and cause you and set you up for a stroke or a heart attack. It is reducing the amount of oxygen to your brain, all those things I said earlier on. So these are not actually just optional, nice to know things. What I'm telling you are basic life skills. I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but people are dying 15 to 25 years younger than they used to. Just a few short decades, just for decades, people have been living longer. But between 2014 and 2016, this trend reversed. And there's the main reason why people are dying 15 to 25 years younger is because of preventable lifestyle diseases. Okay? And part of those preventable lifestyle diseases, the main component of those is how we manage our mind. How we manage our mind is influencing disease in our brain and our body, and is influencing our mental health. Okay, I don't have time to go into that in much depth, but that's just to throw it out there. I do deal with that in my materials. Let's talk now about the